Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is a film review of Shellmont County Massacre. It's a horror, came out in 2019, it's an 18 plus, an hour and 32 minutes. Amazon is 2.0 out of 5, IMDb is 4.1 out of 10. They're both the same, so I'll read the IMDb one. The sheriff of a small... Sorry, get teeth in. The sheriff of a small southern town struggles to keep his occupants safe when a mass maniac begins taking lives. The director is Gus Trapani, Trapani, who directed Bad for Worse. Producers were the 7, so I've just picked the first 4 with producer on. So we have Gus again, who produced Absolute Zero. Roderick Klimek, Klimek, who didn't produce anything else. Chris Klein, Kylleen, who didn't produce anything else. And Matt Rush, who did Absolute Zero as well. Music, there wasn't any. Well, there was, but there was no composers. The cast, well, we have Roderick Klimek again, who is Billy Crawford, who was the sheriff, who was in Absolute Zero. Strange enough. Matthew Lafferty, who was Donnie, who hasn't been in anything else. There was a woman called Cheryl. I'm only mentioning her name briefly because I mentioned her in my review, but she's not listed for some reason. And Jared Hickey, Jerred Hickey, who is Benedict the killer, and he hasn't been in anything else. He's also known as Shellmont. It's a 3V film. It's got 6 ads, and there's one I think about 10 minutes in, but it actually turned out to be 6. 6 minutes in. And it starts off with the 2 cops, Donnie and Billy, or Bill, driving in this car, right? And Bill says to Donnie, he says, you need to drink coffee. He says, why? It's because you look about as spry as that dead deer we passed. He didn't look too bad. He didn't look like he was like zombified or anything. And for some bizarre reason, their car is a white truck with nothing on it. You know, literally just a white truck. You know, the flatbed trucks that they have in America. But they had the uniform on, but no cop car. And yes, all the way through the film, that's the car that they drove. It wasn't like they just drove their own car for that day. That was the cop car. It's like, if you can afford the uniforms, I think you can afford the stickers. Well, the advert kicked in. It's a little bit strange about condoms. It's like, what the hell? At least if you're going to do an advert, try to make it related to something to do with the film. Obviously not a horror, but you know what I mean. So we cut to Andy, this little kid. I say kid, he's about like 12 or something, I don't know, 15. And he's waiting for his mum to cook his pancakes, because he can't, because he's not 5. He's inept about that way. Anyway, so he goes to play on his console. And all we've had so far is a close-up of a glass of milk, a phone, and this jug of batter, just about to be poured, a doorbell. And then she opens the door, but she just kind of like opens it and it just slams into the wall. It's like, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't slam it into the wall. You know, you've got to protect your own building. And then we have our first massacre death. So Andy hears the shot, right? And he yells, "Mum!" As in, how are you? Not, when's my dinner ready, my breakfast? And then he keeps saying it over and over again, and it looks like he's about to grab himself. And bear in mind, he hasn't opened his door. He hasn't been outside. He doesn't know what's going on. He just said it. So there you go. That's a bit bizarre. And then another advert kicked in. This was for Neighbours, the new season. It looks absolute crap. I mean, I'm just jumping sideways. I think we all know what Neighbours was or is. But the remake or the new season, Jesus, I thought I was watching some. I know it was only a trailer, but it was one of those. What the hell is this crap? Is it made for TV film? No, it's Neighbours. Like I say, Cheryl is pissed that Billy never told her about the killing first. So I kind of agree with the sheriff, that you don't talk about what's happened in your day. I mean, maybe he comes home and goes, "Yeah, I've had a great day, love. How was it today?" "Well, I scraped this body off the floor the other day, and he just came out that that 10-story building and just splattered on the floor. So I scooped him up and popped him into a bin bag. Oh, how was it? Oh, well, it was... I mean, would you? Obviously, that's not what happened with the person, but I'm just saying that... So I was watching this family at this table. I think again it's in the trailer, and I thought it was going to be like Russian roulette, but it turned out not to be. But it was pretty intense deaths, I must admit. I was like, what the hell? I love editing on the film when it's done by people who are not used to doing editing on the film. So Donnie's talking to the sheriff, and I think again it's on the trailer. That's where I got the screenshot of Donnie. And so we've got the face of Donnie, and you can just see on the right hand side the hat of the sheriff. You switch to the sheriff who's talking, he hasn't got a hat on. Switch back to Donnie, he's got a hat on. Switch back, he's removed his hat, and it's just like, yeah. If you're going to do different recordings on this different days, make sure he's wearing a hat. Or not. Oh, sheriff has a pet pig. Beautiful. Who cares? It's fantastic. Heard it outside, he let it in, this little black thing. It's fantastic. Why not? Why not have a pet pig? I would have one here, but I think the neighbours might be a bit pissed off hearing the squeal. Some chickens, maybe. Maybe a rooster. That'll be good. I think that'll actually beat the cat. I don't know which one would win actually. Probably the cat. Anyway, Cheryl came over to see Billy after someone close died for some beers, to console him. Well, Billy is drinking the beers. She's doing the ironing. It's like, way to go, mate. Way to go. I mean, I know he's reminiscing, but maybe don't do the ironing. Now, it took an interesting switch. The point I'm watching, it's like they took an idea from Reservoir Dogs. If you've not seen the film, because it's an oldish film, it's the bit where, or maybe you have seen the film. If you've seen the film, it's the bit where they're in they, as in somebody in the warehouse who's not exactly moving well, and then somebody prancing around whilst listening to the radio. That. Obviously not the same style. And then literally, this was in the middle of the torture scene, which is what I just said there, where they're like the Reservoir Dogs scene, right? So they're just about to do whatever they're doing. They've just started, and then an advert kicked in. What was the advert? Was it to do with drink? No, it was to do with pet insurance with some lovely fluffy dogs. And I thought, what the hell? And then it flipped back to the rest of the torture. It's like, what? What? It's like some weird subliminal images. Like that doesn't work. I've lost the the thing. You're into it. It's like, oh yeah. Oh, look at that cute little dog. Oh yeah. Kill him. So weird. Whoever fixed these adverts up needs killing, not literally, of course. So for some reason, Billy and his dad have driven with guns, obviously in this unmarked car, to get the maniac, right? With Cheryl in the car. Like I say, she's not listed. I've just looked in the cast. If you look at, even if you click all cast and crew, I don't think Cheryl is even mentioned. No, she's not. Sarah is, and she's hardly in it for hardly any time. But Cheryl is not in it. Like, what the hell? But anyway, why is she in the car? Well, let me put it this way. She needed to be there, so it didn't end well. If you know what I mean. Now, it was good for killings, as in the actual deaths. They looked pretty tense. But why? I had no idea. Because I had an idea of what the ending would be. I was like, I know who it is, or why he's doing it. It's this, and it's like, no, the ending ruined that one. It's like, oh, okay. And then at the end, he's laughing like a hyena, like, hey. But when he's doing the killing, the majority of the film is completely quiet. It might cackle a little bit, but not for most of it. It's like I would say a split personality, possibly. I don't know. Like I say, deaths were good. I'm going to give it a 4, and that's me being generous. I mean, what's it got? Let me click on this thing here. I think it's a 4.1 anyway, isn't it? Yeah, 4.1. So that's, yeah, I'll give it a 4. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed watching and listening to this film review of Shellmont County Massacre. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got plenty of other film reviews. I've got some things like this, I suppose. I can't remember what I've done that are like this. But yeah, hopefully you'll find something else. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave a comment below if you've seen this film. don't think many people will have done. But yeah, actually, how many people have actually given it the views? Oh, 519. So yeah, some people have seen it. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.